on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy.
Bet you didn't expect to see a demented Easter bunny followed by Father Christmas, did you? So give us a cheer if you're parents, if you've got kids. Yeah. Give us a cheer if you've got teenage daughters. Yeah. It's not easy, is it? No. I'm a single dad, I've probably a teenage daughter on her own. On my own. Yeah, oh, come on. 2 years ago, it occurred to me that it was time to have that chat with her, you know. Tell her what was happening to her body, you know. Only thing was, I didn't have a fucking clue. No one didn't talk to me about shit like that. School wasn't much better. We had one teacher, Mrs. Green, cooking teacher. She sat us down and she told us the absolute basics. Penis, vagina, baby. She would go one step further than that, was I think just trying to scare the girls in our class into not having sex. She told us that penises come in lots of different shapes and sizes, but vaginas only come one standard size. If you imagine trying to push a Twix into a Smarties tube. She said, we will accommodate if you're a bit wet. But we won't return back to the original size. So, it's basically her way of telling us that if you're going to sleep around girls, you're going to end up with a baggy fanny. That was the extent of our sex education. Now, this was the 80s, so we weren't completely in the dark as lads, especially. We all had that one mate, you know the one who found his dad's stash of jazz bags in the garage? And he'd steal one, he'd all have a look through. And then there was that phenomenon, you know the one where you used to find screwed up pages from porn mags? Stuffed into cum-soaked bushes in the park. That was a weird one, wasn't it? Now, still, that didn't help me with my daughter either, but it did teach us where things went. And I tell you something, Mrs. Green was a fucking liar. The girls in their magazines must have never had sex, because they were tight and tidy, let me tell you. So, I'm a reasonably intelligent man, so I thought I could figure it out for myself. I've owned my own company, I'm an ex-soldier, I can strip them here, assemble their machine gun blindfolded. But what the fuck do I know about the plight of a teenage girl? I'll tell you now, fuck all. Not one fucking thing. So I thought, let's go to the source of everything. Google. Now, I don't know what to type into the search bar. I'm thinking, I'm a middle-aged man. If middle-aged men type shit like, how to fit a tampon, or best bras for 12-year-olds, surely our arms going to go off in the Pentagon or somewhere. The SAS will keep my front door down, smoke grenades and warnings. Close to full by half a dozen men in black outfits with guns and gas masks on. Still fucking not a clue ever, so that's not going to help. My mum took the easy option, she just didn't say anything to me. Although, I'm assuming she spoke to my sisters, surely they had boobs and periods. It's a bit easy with boys, by the time we're 12, we've been playing with our toddlers for at least a decade. Well, now it's a bit different. Now it stands up at awkward times, you know, like when the teacher calls you up to the front of the class to read something out, you try and adjust it around and you'll notice it. Trap it in the waistband of your undies, but it's close to your belly and nobody can see. But then when it returns back to normal size, what happens, boys? He traps your foreskin and takes you out. Something else happens at this age too. If you treat it just right, gives you a nice warm feeling in your belly. A bit like a roller coaster, but bigger. And it spits out this sticky, weird white stuff. It's a bit like sun cream that's been left by the pool too long and gone all along. And Anyway, by the time I'm 13, I'm ripping the air off this thing 2 or 3 times a night in my bedroom. Giving myself my own special roller coaster ride. Throwing my warm sun cream into a sock or a towel. Hiding it down the side of the bed, you know. Chucking it on the floor. I don't care. Because I've got a little secret. Some of you boys might know about this person. I've never met them in person, but I knew that they would help me out. I was to school the next day. When I came home, those items had been cleaned up. Everything had been eaten away in the drawers. And the only explanation I could come up with, I was visited by a cum fairy. This poor mythical beast would creep into my room while I was out, scrape those socks off the carpet and the wall, and turn everything back to normal. It's the only thing I could come up with. Now, if you can imagine, this being, he must have had some kind of outfit, but it wasn't celebrated like the Easter Bunny or Santa. But when I think about it, he probably had to wear some sort of hazmat suit, didn't he? And if you really think about it, maybe, just maybe, those SAS men I was worried about, were they just a cum fairies? Thanks very much, I've been doing it.